you are interested in knowing how to reach 500 subscribers, how I got to 500 subscribers, and how to grow your audience organically and genuinely, then keep on watching. Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a bit of a different video. I really want to give back to you guys and help you out as well. I thought I would do a how to get to 500 subscribers video, how to grow an audience organically and actually reach like your first milestone of 500 subscribers. If you are interested in knowing how to reach 500 subscribers, how I got to 500 subscribers, and how to grow your audience organically and genuinely, then keep on watching. But before we get into the video, please remember to like this video because it will really help me out, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos like this every single week, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be updated on when I upload. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. And obviously I can't start this video without mentioning everything that's been happening this week. So, you know, everything that's been happening with the whole thing about George Floyd, you know, the campaign and stuff. I just wanted to let you know that I'm obviously against everything that is happening in the world right now. I find it incredibly upsetting, and I just can't believe racism still exists in this day and age. It's insane. But if you are looking for ways to donate and ways to help, then I'll leave everything in the comment section. If you want to help some of these incredible charities which are helping to combat racism and just to help people around the world. So I have compiled a big ass list of things that I think are really important in growing your YouTube channel, gaining an organic audience and a genuine audience, how to improve video quality, your audio, and just how to like maximize your chances of getting noticed quicker and get to the first big milestone of 500 subscribers, because I know definitely for me, like, it was quite an achievement. Like, I think I'm at sort of like 570 now, and that took me 2.5 years, but it's okay. Like, I think everyone just has like their own growth rate, and I think that's okay. You know, YouTube isn't a marathon, it's more just like it's more like an egg and spoon race as opposed to a marathon, if that makes sense. It's going to take you a long time to build a loyal audience, to gain like a reasonable following. I'm just going to get into the points now, else I'm literally going to ramble on and on. So the first thing that I think is super important when trying to grow your audience and actually get some sort of a following is consistency. I know a lot of people have been saying this sort of thing, like I've watched so many YouTube videos on how to gain an audience, how to sort of like gain subscribers, how to get views, etc. And I sound like a broken record probably at this point if you've watched similar videos to this. But honestly, I find consistency is incredibly important. I know definitely for myself, like if I look at a channel and there isn't that many videos on there, I probably won't subscribe, especially if like obviously say like someone did a video like a month ago and then they did one a week ago. That doesn't sort of say to me that I'll get like a video every week or like every couple of weeks from them, so I probably won't subscribe. Yeah, channels that I've recently subscribed to, like smaller creators that obviously do consistent content, and that is generally like one of the reasons why I personally would subscribe to a channel, because they have consistent content. Because why would someone subscribe to you if you're just sort of like making odd content here and there? Definitely since I've been more consistent, like when I started my channel, I was very much like up and down. Like there'd be a period where I was consistent and then I'd sort of lose it a little bit and go whoop and just sort of like lose it for a couple of months, then come back up again. And I just found that that was probably a bit detrimental to my growth to start with, because I was very inconsistent and it was just very up and down whether or not you get a new video from me every single week. But definitely like in the last few months I've tried to be more consistent. I've done a video every single week, definitely for the last couple of months I'd say, and I feel like that has really improved in terms of my views and my subscriber count, because I am consistent. I am definitely posting a video every single week, and I know it's a very hard thing to do. Like, everyone has things going on behind the scenes of doing videos, but I think definitely, like, if you apply yourself, like, you can make time for it. I think everyone has a chance to actually make time to make YouTube videos in whatever they're doing. Even if, like, you've got a full-time job, I think it is very easy, I'd say, to create videos in your spare time, like on weekends, for example. And, you know, if you're passionate about YouTube enough, you will fit it into your schedule. As well, with the whole consistency thing, if you're going to subscribe to a channel, it lets you know, like, when you might expect a new one. So if someone is doing like a video like every Wednesday at 6 p.m, you know then to expect the next one at Wednesday at 6 p.m. You know what I mean? There's no sort of like imbalance with like uploads then, and you're definitely more likely to get a more loyal audience if people know when to expect your content, because why else would they be there and want to subscribe to you if they don't get regular videos? So as well, the next point I wanted to go on to is social media presence. This is huge for growing your channel. It is literally huge. See you later. Bye. Bye. So anyway, I have lost my train of thought now. One of the biggest things that is so important as well is your social media presence. It is one of the most important things on how to grow your channel, how to get a genuine audience. So I started by just using a few platforms, which I think definitely probably is my downfall. I should have started using every single platform. For example, like, there's a lot of Facebook groups for small creators, like small creators support. Especially, I think that it's very beneficial to find groups that are relative to your niche, like what your videos are about. So I'm in a lot of groups to do with fashion and beauty, because that is the sort of content I make. And then you know as well that the people that are in those groups are more likely to subscribe to your content because they're into that sort of content themselves. So like, it's a win-win really. There are so many Facebook groups out there that are dedicated to helping you gain views, subscribers. Some of them aren't genuine, I have to be honest. The sub ones are a no-go for me. I just think, why does sub for sub exist? It's like the worst thing ever, because it doesn't help with the growth of your channel. Like, it does help with your subscribers, but then the viewers aren't genuine, like they're just looking out for themselves as well. So I wouldn't personally use any of those groups, because they're not like genuine viewers who want to watch your content over and over again. They're just looking for a sub themselves. So I definitely wouldn't recommend the sub groups, because they're just a pile of wank basically. They're not any good. As well as Facebook groups, using your personal profile is a massive tool to growing the channel. Like, at the start, I know I was a little bit like apprehensive about putting my videos on like my personal Facebook, but it really helps, because your friends and family are your biggest supporters at the start, because no one else knows you until you like start to actually put your videos out there onto like Facebook, Instagram, etc. So to be honest, like, even if you have people on your Facebook that don't support you, they're not worthy in your life anyway. Say like YouTube, like, it's something that I really enjoy, it's something that I really love doing, and if someone's got a problem with that, then they're like, you know. So just don't be scared to put videos on your personal profile as well, because it's a good head start, because then your friends and family will see your videos and get your first initial views and your initial subscribers. It's incredibly important to put your videos out there on your personal profiles, even though it's incredibly difficult to start with. Like, I didn't do it for months. Then when my friends started watching me, I was like, I'll just put it on my personal profile, like, it's absolutely fine. And if people don't agree with it, then that's fine. It's not the end of the world, you know, you're doing what you want to do, and that is the most important thing. As well as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter are very good. It's kind of difficult on Twitter to get your videos out there. Like, I use a certain number of hashtags, like the small YouTuber hashtag, small YouTuber support, and small YouTubers community are good hashtags to use, because it will get your videos out there. One of the accounts that I also use that do promote your videos on Twitter is the YouTube forum. I'll put a handle up there, you can go and check them out yourself, but they do daily threads of videos that you can check out, and you can also put your video on there as well, and it's a great way just to gain initial views and possibly initial subscribers as well. I wouldn't say I get all my viewership from Twitter. It's a bit hit and miss really, unless you get like a trending hashtag or something like that. It's a bit hit and miss, but it's definitely still worth a go. Like, your Twitter followers will, you know, look at your video if they are interested in it, and you could still gain views and subscribers that way as well. Instagram is also a very good tool for promoting your channel, especially as a small creator, I feel, because you can put like your link to your recent video in your bio, you can put a link to your channel in your bio as well, and it's just like incredibly useful, like especially if you're like a constant Instagram user, like, and you post pictures all the time using certain hashtags. So like, say like if you do like a picture and then it relates to your video, and then you just put like link in my bio or something like that, using the hashtags as well, people will find you, and maybe you'll be able to find new subscribers and views that way. I find Instagram is a very good tool as well. The social media sites that I use are Reddit, but Reddit is a bit sort of hit and miss, because even though there is a lot of YouTuber support on there, a lot of the Reddit accounts don't like people spamming, they don't like link drop-in, so it's a bit hit and miss whether or not you'll get a lot of traction from Reddit. But I do get some traction from Reddit. You've just got to be very careful about link drop-in. I think a few of them actually require you to support other channels as well before you actually drop your own links and stuff, so be very wary of that, because you can get banned from certain groups for posting videos too much. Spamming isn't good anyway. And another site that I use is called Share. Oh, right here for you, because I obviously clearly butchered that. But Sharey is a really good platform as well, because it's literally just YouTube videos, and you can share your videos on there and gain a lot of traction as well, because obviously everyone's on there promoting their stuff, and then they'll click on you. You can gain a lot of traction from that as well. And another one that I use as well is Snapchat, which is also a little bit hit and miss. You can link your direct video link out in snaps, so you can post on your story and you can link people back to your video. You know, if you have a lot of your friends and family on there, it's also a very good way for them to sort of see your video and for you to get initial subscribers and views as well. If you would like to follow me on any of my social media, the links are going to be up here, and they'll also be down in the description as well. If you are interested in following me on any of my social media, you probably aren't, but if you are, then my links are up here and also down in the description box if you want to follow me on there and see what I get up to when I'm off camera, because it's very exciting, let me reassure you. But definitely I'd say as well, with the social media thing, in like the Facebook groups and Reddit and Share especially, have to be like willing to help out other people. You're not going to get very far if you literally just like spam everyone's thread on these like groups and you don't actually check out other people, because people get fed up and they just won't look at your videos. I know I've had that and I just hate it. I really hate it. I know I probably was guilty of doing it in the beginning, but like I learned very quickly that you need to support other YouTubers in order to get the return. And I just like looking at other people's content. Like, I just find small creators are in some ways actually better than bigger creators. I said obviously the sub thing, it doesn't organically help your channel because the watch time will be lower, so even though you're gaining subscribers, your watch time is going to be at a dramatic low. I wouldn't actually recommend you using sub at all. It's just people will unsubscribe from you. It's all a bit fishy sometimes on these groups. Like, people will say, oh yeah, I've supported you, I'll sub, and then they'll unsub, and then they'll come crawling up the woodwork and asking you to sub again, and it's just very dodgy territory. I would not do that. Like, I'd much rather grow organically, gain a good subscriber base that actually will support me, support my videos, and just be there for me on my journey, because there's no point like getting random subscribers and then they'll just unsubscribe from you. It's just ridiculous. And also as well, say like if you're willing to support other people, which is fantastic, don't subscribe people in hopes that you'll get subscribers back. That just won't work, and it's just not organic. Like, you just want to grow organically, And if people check you out, cool. If they don't, cool. If you're passionate enough, you'll get there in your own time without having to like ask for subs and stuff and expect subs. I am talking way too much. It's already been 19 minutes, so I'm going to try and cut this down slightly. The next thing that I think is so important are thumbnails. This has taken me so long to realise. Like, my thumbnails used to be so dodgy back in the day. Like, if you go back to my oldest videos, you'll be able to see how dodgy they are. But at the end of the day, if your video thumbnails aren't eye-catching, they have bad lighting, they have like sort of ugly text on them, it's pretty much gonna be a no-go. They just won't perform well, because the best thumbnails that actually will attract viewers and subscribers are ones that are eye-catching, ones that have good lighting, ones that have like bold text, and as well like a constant theme in your channel. Like, if you sort of have the same colours, the same text on your channel, that will also create more of a theme on your channel and more of an aesthetic, which will also get people to subscribe. As well, it's a very good idea to like put text on there, give people an insight in what they're going to be watching. So if like you're going to do an ASOS haul, put like ASOS haul and try on. Just be wary of clickbaiting and stuff like that, because it just really won't get you very far and your watch time will probably be low. So be very careful with that. It's taken me a long time to get that with thumbnails. It's definitely like a learning process, so don't worry if you don't get the hang of it, because there's always room for you to improve on your YouTube journey. For thumbnails, I tend to use, or have used, a lot of different photo editing websites to create my thumbnails. So I've used Canva is a good one, PicMonkey is a good one. I'm trying to think of what other ones, but yeah, they're the main two ones I use. The thing with PicMonkey is that you have to pay, I think it's like £7 a month now, which I find is absolutely crazy. But Canva is like a really good starter one, because everything is pretty much free on there. I think there are some upgrades, but the majority is free on there. So like, it's such a good starter thumbnail creator, if that makes sense. So the next important thing to consider is titles. So titles, this is one of the hardest things to do, in my opinion, on YouTube, is create good titles, because it's got to obviously be something that's searchable, but obviously it can't have too much high competition, else your video will be down in the doldrums and all the others will be up here. So it's very difficult to get this right. A good idea is to check the YouTube search bar at the top. It will actually give you like hints on what is sort of searchable at the moment. So if you sort of type in like, say like, what's on my iPhone, or like a room tour 2020 or something like that, you can just see what is actually searchable, which is really helpful to know what to title your video and what will ultimately get you the most views, most subscribers. It's just brilliant. The only thing is, as well, it will also just help like narrow down the search and like let you know what you actually have to put in to gain more views, so then your video doesn't get lost in the crowd, which I think is so important. But then it's very challenging to know like how many characters you need for your title, because some of the videos that I've watched say shorter titles do better and then longer titles do better. So I wouldn't recommend clickbaiting. I'm guilty of clickbaiting sometimes, I think everyone is, but the thing is, if you're going to clickbait, make sure that actually something happens relative to what's in the video, else people will click off because they'll just know they've been clickbaited. So be so careful with that as well. The next thing I would highly recommend to get like a reasonable, decent camera and some good lighting. That ultimately will make people stay on your video. I started off with like Samsung camcorder. I didn't start with a musical instrument. But if you see like on my later videos, you can see that I started off with like the worst camcorder in the world, but it worked. It worked for so long until I invested in the beauty I'm filming in now, or filming with now. I mean, like, even like iPhones, a lot of like the more, you know, new generation iPhones have amazing camera quality on there, and it's just so easy to create videos now. So I'd highly recommend maybe starting off using an iPhone if you haven't got a budget for a camcorder or a camera at this time. Using your phone, I've done a lot of the majority of my vlogs on my phone and it's worked really well, so there's nothing wrong with using a phone. But obviously I feel like if you want your videos to look pretty good, I think definitely a camera is the way to go. Like, I'm filming on my camera at the moment, which is a Canon 200D, which is fairly expensive, not gonna lie. Obviously I did YouTube I think for about 2 years before I invested in a camera, because I knew that it was something I wanted to do. I knew that it was something that I really enjoyed, so it took me quite a while before obviously I was filming on my camcorder that I used for quite a while, just to test the waters to see if I actually really like doing YouTube, and then I invested gradually. But I don't think like you should go all out and buy a big camera right away. You don't want to waste your money buying a big camera and then trying out YouTube and deciding it's not for you. I wouldn't recommend going for a big camera. I just recommend starting off with an iPhone to start with and just creeping your way up gradually. And for lighting as well, I'm using I think it's called Neva or Newer ring light. I'll link everything as well in the description, like the camera I use, the tripod I use, etc., if you are interested. But the Newer ring lights are amazing. I just got mine from Amazon. I believe it was like 40 quid, and it does the job so well, and it just improves your lighting ridiculously. Like, if I didn't use this ring light, my video would look absolute trash, as you can see from my previous videos. And I invested in it. It was so useful and so helpful to gain a bit of lighting and actually make my videos better quality. So I'd highly recommend that as well. In terms of like the audio, I find that is very important. Like, you should speak up, speak clearly, but obviously not too loud, because like your sound waves will be going like and it will just like be going insane. So be careful on the volume, but also speak loud enough that people will be able to hear you, especially if you put like music and stuff like in your videos. I think a lot of people invest in like a microphone. I have got one, but I have not actually been able to figure out how to use it yet, so it's a bit sort of up in the air. Go! I'd say it's like one of the most important things to have good audio. I know I've clicked off videos before that have like really quiet audio or like really fuzzy audio. I know I need to work on that myself, but I think that as well is one of the most important things, because if people can't hear you, they're just going to click off. Another point I'd say is to not start off doing vlogs. So many people, like me included, started off doing like vlogs. You know, like they're one of my favourite videos to film. A lot of vlogs like aren't searchable. Like, the titles aren't searchable, the content isn't searchable unless you're doing something obviously amazing, like you're going on holiday. That's the thing is, like, even though your friends and family will watch vlogs, probably not everyone will. John down the road, like, he probably won't watch your vlog. So I'd highly recommend like starting off just doing main channel videos and finding your niche. So whether that be like fashion, beauty, reaction videos, lifestyle, health and fitness, food. Start off doing that and then maybe vlog as you get slightly bigger, because they just don't perform well. Well, on my channel they don't perform well because no one knows me, so it's like, why would they watch a random vlog of me doing stuff if they don't know who I am, if that makes sense. I'd highly recommend not starting with vlogging, because I just think it's a no-go. And the best thing as well, obviously, about niching down is that it gives viewers like and subscribers, they know what to expect from your channel rather than just posting a bit of everything, which I've definitely done in the past. But since I've actually niched down, I found like my viewers, my subscribers are growing. I think that's highly important as well. The next thing that I'm going to mention is tags. Now this is a bit of a sticky situation, like it's a bit of an odd one. It's definitely taken me a long time to get used to how to do tags and how to get like SEO right, how to get searchable tags. I use a site called TubeBuddy. I use the free version, but I believe there's like an upgraded version as well. That is really useful when starting out and will probably help gain a good amount of subscribers, because it actually tells you where your tags rank in search. So like if I was doing like an ASOS haul, which I did recently if you want to check it out, but I did an ASOS haul recently. If you type in say like ASOS haul and try on May 2020, you can see where it will actually rank in search when you post, which I find super helpful, and it also gives you suggestions on the sort of tags to use that will fit in with your video that will help you gain views as well, which I find super helpful. So if you're a small YouTuber and you haven't got TubeBuddy yet, get on that shit because it is literally life changing. It is amazing. So I've got like a couple of last points that I want to reiterate, which I think is super important when gaining your first 500 subscribers and when you're starting out, is to have a good presence on camera. And to have a personality. Now I know this is so difficult to do. Like at the start I was so nervous about talking to the camera. I was so shy, but it just takes time. It takes patience, it takes confidence. Once you're used to talking to the camera, it literally will seem like you're just talking to your friends or your mum or your dad, and it just seems like normal. It's so weird at the start, but honestly you'll get used to it. Your personality shining through, you'll get used to it as well, and your personality will just naturally come out after you've done so many videos. Like you won't be shy anymore, you just won't give a crap and just be how you want to be, because at the end of the day it's your channel, and just be yourself, man. Like that's all you can be. And the last thing I'm just going to mention, which is like a slight thing, is that with the 500 subscriber thing, like don't expect to reach it quickly. I think a lot of people still in 2020 expect to reach 500 subscribers so quickly, and because YouTube is so oversaturated now, ridiculously oversaturated now, it means that obviously your videos might not get a lot of views at the start, but if you just keep hustling and just grinding, you'll get there. You will get there one day, honestly. As I said before, it's an egg and spoon race, it's not a marathon. But if you just keep hustling and grinding, you'll get there, and you'll get the views, you'll get the subscribers. But just don't expect to get there quickly, because obviously there is a lot of content for people to watch nowadays, and it's a lot harder to gain traction. You know, YouTube does take a lot of hard work, it takes a lot of damn patience, and just a lot of passion. I'd say they're like the three things, but once you have those in place, you have everything you need to create a successful YouTube channel, and you'll get there one day. It might take time, but you'll get there with your subscribers, your views, and growing a successful audience. I know I'm definitely like nowhere near like that point yet, but I'm growing, and that's all that matters, and you'll grow as well, and you'll gain subscribers and a genuine loyal audience that will want to follow you for years to come. So I think those are all the points I wanted to talk about in this video. I really hope that you found this interesting. I know it's a little bit of a different video to what I'd usually make, but I just really wanted to help you guys out, because I know a lot of people that watch these sorts of videos are small YouTubers. You know, they're struggling for 1 subscriber onwards. I just wanted to make this video just because I just wanted to help other people to grow their channels, just to know how to do it organically as well, because like a lot of people are like, you know, you can buy Facebook ads and stuff like that, and it's just not organic. I hope I gave you some insight into what you can do to potentially grow your channel, to gain a good, genuine, loyal audience. I just hope some of my ramble helped you, because I know it was all over the place. I know. I can talk for England, I know. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please remember to give me a like if you loved it, because it will really help me out. And maybe comment below if you're a small YouTuber, and I really want to get like a comment thread going of people that are small YouTubers, just to like check out each other's content, not necessarily subscribe to everyone, but just like to check out people's content, and maybe you'll find some fantastic smaller creators down in the comments. I'd really love that if you could drop your channel down below. Not even that, just say you're like a small YouTuber, and then people will check you out. I just think that would be amazing, so I'd love it if you could do that in the comment section. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I make new videos like this every single week, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I next upload. So without further ado, no. I'm closing the video, not starting it again. You don't want to see another 20 minutes, 30 minutes of me doing this. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.